right, I have no idea how much these were because I bought this as part of a bundle, which was $88. So let's open up the cards and see what's inside. These arrived pretty quickly, actually. I feel like I just ordered them and then maybe like 2 days later, they were here. Almost like Amazon Prime, and I think the shipping was free too. So totally like Amazon Prime. All right. We have a shrink wrap box, and I was super excited to buy these two because I just haven't had a physical thing of color palettes. Everything is digital, it's online. I thought it'd be refreshing just to look at something offline. I mean, I don't even use those digital notebooks because I just know I don't want to use them. I really like looking at things in real life. So here we go. All right, more shrink wrap. The shrink wrap never ends. It just keeps going. Oh, wait. All right, I got the shrink wrap off. So let's see what's inside. You basically have 5 different things in here. I'm going to tell you what to throw away, and I'm going to tell you how to use the cards because the directions in here I totally disagree with, and I think they're awful. So here's what you have here. You have this, I guess, this information sort of thing. And so first of all, over here, there's some generic terms. Tint is when you add white, shade is when you add black, and tone is when you add gray. These are kind of things that everybody knows, so you don't really need that. Over here on this side, it's actually telling you how to pick out a palette. I completely disagree with these, and I think they will just make for really ugly color palettes. So I would say just toss this whole thing. Same thing over here. This tells you how to reset the deck. You don't need to reset the deck, just throw this away. And then the other thing are challenge cards. Same thing. Her advice on how to pick out things I think is awful. So I would just say throw these away. I shouldn't say her. I don't want to insult anybody. I just disagree with the system because I strongly feel like my system is the far superior one, which hopefully you agree. It really depends. If you like the stuff that I do, then you will be like, yeah, I totally agree. That's a great idea, Lisa. All right. So here's what you're left with and what I would keep. So all of these cards, basically what you have is you have 5 different shades of one type of color, and she's kind of named these each. So these are pine. It's a cute name. Totally goes with green. These are Quetzal. So I have no idea what that means, but you know, it's a name. Now on the back side of these cards, you have like the same name Quetzal, but it has a dot. And the dot means that it has tone, which means it has some gray added to it. Now what that means is it looks duller. It looks, well, I shouldn't say duller. Duller is like, I guess not a nice way of saying it, but it looks more serene and calm and muted. And I am totally not for those colors. Definitely there's a place for that. And if you do client work, that could be totally what your client's looking for. But the other side without the dot is the more vibrant colors, and those are the ones that I'm going to be using. So over here, you're just going to keep going, and it goes 1 through 5. Don't worry about the circles, the triangles, the whatever. Who cares? It doesn't matter. I think people like see that and then they get all worried and they're wondering how to use it. Don't worry about her system. I think I just don't like it. It's kind of the same reason, though, I don't like the Adobe Color Wheel. So if you do like the Adobe Color Wheel, maybe you should keep her stuff because this kind of goes with that. So here's what I would do. You have all of these other cards inside of here, which they correspond to the names of those 5 shades of each color, right? So you have kohlrabi, lupine, ocean, ibis, blah, 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 blah. There's that quetzal that we just saw. So what these cards tell you is kind of nothing. They just kind of show, I guess, a simple overview of what's inside of the colors. It has intensities on the left, tones on the right. And remember, tones is what's on the back side of the card with the little dot. And then over here on this side, it's telling you what to put together. Now, basically, I've looked through all of these on what to pair together. And so just, you know, compliment on the Adobe Color Wheel means colors that are on opposite sides of the color wheel, right? So that's why you always have purple and yellow go together. Those are the Minnesota Vikings colors because they complement each other, right, on the color wheel. So pretty much this is all Minnesota Vikings, Minnesota Vikings. I mean, everything's Minnesota Vikings, Minnesota Vikings. And then you have this other combination of this red-green. So then we have like basically Christmas, Christmas, Christmas. Or at least that's how I kind of interpret them. And then we have Christmas again. We have Minnesota Vikings. We have this blue-orange combo, which I can't imagine a more like repulsive color combo ever. Sure, they're totally opposite on the cover wheel, but I just think they're hideous. And then we have Christmas again. And we have that blue-orange thing, the blue-orange thing, the blue-orange thing, the blue-orange thing. We have Christmas. We have Christmas. So to me, that's why I kind of feel like these are kind of worthless. Now, if you go down here, the monochrome, I actually love the monochrome. I think it's beautiful. So if you ask me what I would do on the color wheel, I pretty much 100% only do monochrome. Analogous, split complement, triadic. So this is also incorporating different parts of the color wheel as you drag it around. Again, I'm not a fan of those. They're kind of like dissonant, bright, harsh kind of color combination. So I would never combo those together. Here's how I would use this packet instead. I would say pick out your primary color. So you need a primary and a secondary color and then some accent colors. So and remember, I like the monochrome. So I'm just going to pick out, so I don't like yellow. I do like this. This is a yes. Lupine is a maybe. Let's come back to that. Pine, no. No, yes. Neptune, maybe. It's a maybe. The maybe problem. No. I know. It's kind of weird I didn't pick red, considering I am wearing red today, and I haven't changed my light over here, but not into red as a brand color. No. Yes. Or no, I'm going to say no. No on that. Yes on the ocean. Let's go back to these two. Yes on the lupine, no on the Neptune. Okay, so those are kind of like what I like as primary colors. And the main reason I'm doing this exercise is there are colors that I use on my YouTube branding, and I would like to just think of some new color combos to put on those thumbnails. So what I will do next is, based on the colors that I have chosen over here, I'm going to pick those out of this deck. So these are all colors I don't want. And actually, now that I look at it, I'm going to go ahead and say yes. I'm going to say yes to Midnight. I know I just said I don't want to do it, but now that I've seen it, it's a yes. Okay, so I'm going to do yes to, I'm going to say yes to Midnight and to Kohlrabi, to Neptune. I'm going to say yes to Jewel. I'm going to say yes to Ibis, and Lupine, and Ocean. Okay, now that I have all of them out, do I really, maybe I could, I don't know if I need both Midnight and Neptune, because I do like blue, but I don't like that much blue. I'm going to go ahead and say no to Midnight. I should have just stuck with my original thought, which was it's a no. So we're going to just set all these cards over here to the side. Okay, so here's the cards that I'm going to keep. Now that I've chosen the actual color cards, I don't need this anymore because, again, remember, I don't want anything that looks like Minnesota Vikings. I don't want anything that looks like Christmas. And that's pretty much all that's here on the back. So we're just going to get rid of those. I'm going to show you how I pick the colors. So based on the colors that are here, and remember, on the other side, you have those like muted tones. I don't like those muted tones, so I know for sure I'm not going to use that. But if you like that, you might want to flip the cards over. So I've tried to, I definitely get 2 tones anytime I do my YouTube thumbnails, but I like 3 or 4, right, for a variety. So I'm just going to go through these and try to get rid of one of these. So if I go through Ocean, I feel like this one doesn't really fit. It's a little too bright and happy. Not that I don't like bright and happy, but it just feels out of place. So I'm going to get rid of that one. And then, so that's Ocean, that's done. And then over here for Jewel, I really like this because it was purple, and this one just kind of feels like a brown card. So I'm going to get rid of that. So this is the reject pile. This is the keep pile. And then for the next one, Ibis, you know, I like all of them. So it's my cards and my decision, so I'm going to keep them all. So if we go over to Lupine, same thing. This first card is so dark, it just like doesn't even look like a color. So I'm just going to keep these 4 and get rid of the rest. And then over here for Neptune, I kind of feel like this middle color doesn't really fit. It's just too happy and bright, whereas these are all complementary. Or I guess I shouldn't say complementary. In the color wheel, they are more monochromatic. And over here, same thing with the Kohlrabi. I really picked this because I like the purple, but this first one is too dark, so I'm going to take that out. So here are my colors now that I will be using for my thumbnails. And if I put these all together, I can see that 1, I'm great at making color decisions, and 2, I actually love all of them. So I'm running out of room here. Here we go over here, and here we go with Ocean. So those are all of the colors that I will now be using for my YouTube thumbnails. And remember, you could do the same exercise all over again when you have clients or you're going to make maybe say another planner or create a new logo or workbook or anything else. But this is how I like using colors and what I think goes together. And again, you know, it does help, I guess, to see two colors together. Like, is this a branding color? I guess maybe if I was working for a forest registry or park ranger, sure. Are these two colors together? Yeah, I guess if I was making a kid's coloring book, right? So I still think there is value in using it, not the way I use it, but that's how I would suggest using all of these colors going forward for any of your branding or any of your projects. And so to wrap up, do I think this color palette was worth it? 100%. I like seeing things in real life. I don't enjoy actually seeing things on the computer all the time. I would like to have another option. So this gives me another option. And honestly, these monochromatic colors that were chosen are actually very complementary. They look great together, and I'm excited about using them. All right, if you like the colors that I have chosen, I will leave a link for you below if you would like to use my same colors. You are welcome to do so. I will leave the hex codes for everything, and I hope everybody is having a wonderful and fabulous day, and I will talk to you later. Bye.